Now for the crepe paper, we have it inside the heart here as a little background for our lettering, and it also gives some really nice texture to the card, so I thought that would be fun. We're actually going to use blue this time. What's cool about the paper is it comes in a pack of 4 different colors, and the pink Paislee paper that I chose is really nice because it has 4 or 5 different colors that you can play around with. So I thought we'll try this one with blue. And the way that we got the heart was, this is the heart we started out with to get this heart. The sizes that we have. So we're just going to use the middle size here to cut our crepe paper so that we can glue with inside
and
our
that's
heart.
Great. That's another great thing about the nestabilities is that there are so many sizes, the graduated, that you can make a project where you're using all the various sizes.
Yes, ma'am. All right. So with the crepe paper, because it's textured, it doesn't always cut like all the way through. There's going to be some little parts. Can you
contact points?
Get those for me with the scissors with your fancy words, ma'am? Our next step on this, our little scalloped heart behind here, we actually put some mica flakes on to give it some fun texture. And to apply them, I'm just going to use some Flour Soft glue and a brush. I do recommend more of a coarse, like hard bristled brush. It just makes it easier to spread glue around. That way you have an even apply of glue and your mica flakes just look a lot better on there. And you don't have these big lumps or anything.
So it's very similar to how you would do like a chunky glitter or like a sugar coating or but the mica flakes, they have been very, very popular. They're in white and blue, right, Miranda?
Yes.
And the Melissa Francis, well, most of the Melissa Francis line we can't even keep in stock because it's very popular, but you were saying how you thought it was kind of blingy, but also
vintagey at the same time.
And it's just a really interesting product because the light reflects off of these little flat. They're almost like a cellophane texture, but it's real similar to glitter.
So just cover your whole surface, and like always, you're gonna have some excess that's gonna come off.
And then as you apply the mica flakes and you use them, they tend to get real fluffy. So you almost need like a secondary container for them once you dump your excess off. You almost need like we used one of those little making memories jars with the little lids.
Instead of putting them back into the package.
There's no way you can get them back in the package.
So we have our little heart there. And then I just have another cute little heart that I just used just by itself, cutting out with the wizard. And then we have our letters here, which I did do on using Design Studio. And the reason I had to use Design Studio is because, one, I wanted them to be welded together, and also because the letters are smaller than 1 inch. So in order to do that, I had to actually manually size each one and just kind of eyeball it. But it's actually really easy to do. Once you put each letter beside the next, you can tell that they're the same size. But I just did those, so all my letters are smaller than 1 inch.
Well, and on Design Studio, if you use that to create, there is a little size window actually. So if you do your first letter and you decide on a size, you can always add your next letter to the mat and then use that size window to make sure that all your heights match. Just another great attribute of Design Studio.
And if we were saying too, if you didn't have Design Studio and you wanted to do this card, you could do 1 inch letters depending on if you wanted to do like a bigger card or something like that. Yeah, you probably just have to make your card a little bigger. But I decided that I wanted Valentine to kind of stand out a little bit more than the other letters. So I decided to have a little shadow of the pink, which, by the way, I did cut out them. They're exactly the same size, so it's not an actual shadow. And then when I glued it on, I just kind of
offset them.
Yes, ma'am. So I'm gonna use my little two-way zig pen, which is great for projects like this. Using any detailed small lettering like this, you really do need a glue pen like this.
And then while you're doing that, I am just gonna hop in here, and we've got our crepe paper heart all cut out. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of our Flour Soft glue and adhere that to the back of that heart that Miranda cut out, so that you'll have something that looks like that.
Also, this glue, I think we've said before, but it is blue when you apply, but it will dry clear. But it's just nice because you can tell where you have put it and make sure that the glue is actually coming out. And then I usually just start with your first letter and get it matched up right where you want it, and then just kind of let the others fall right into place. Okay. And I did use Alphalicious for this font. And can't forget our little dots. I always seem to misplace them, and it's just so tiny. Okay. After that, all our pieces are together. We just need to assemble. So we're going to assemble our card, and we have our Jelly Bean craft paper with our red stitching, which, by the way, this paper does come in 12 by 12, which is super nice because it's just totally naked and you can just decorate it however you want. And then once you have your card assembled, I just took my cotton candy stickles and did a line around the inside of the heart here. And your card is complete. So our card is done. Super cute, super simple.
Yep.
And will you be my Valentine, Natalie?
Sure. Will you be mine?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Oh, thank you. Anyway, so I was going to say that I do recommend the Mica Flakes if you're making Valentine's this year, because
really cool
it really
product.
is cute for Valentine's Day
and
cards.
Like we said, very vintagey, so can be used on a lot of different projects. And they come in, again, pink, blue, and white, so 3 colors available. And it was one of our favorite products from the show last.
It was.
year,
So I hope you all had a happy new year and get ready for some fun, exciting stuff from us. And until next time, bye.
See ya.